Hello, everyone. What we're all going through as not only a country, but as a world, this difficulty, Paul writes about in 1 Corinthians, the 10th chapter. He says this trial, this difficulty that we're going through is actually common. Every experience that we have in humanity is not an exceptional, unique, once in a lifetime. In fact, Paul says, no, they're actually quite common. And I'm sure you, like me, have read all these studies about all these other epidemics, things like the Black Plague and the Spanish flu and other things that actually we find out that this pandemic, it's just another in a long list of things that have been common among humanity. But Paul's talking about trials that affect our life spiritually, and he said they're common. So what you're going through right now in your life is not unique to you. In fact, there's somebody that has gone through the exact same thing and come out the other end one of two ways. Trials God allows in our life to produce better character, God-like character in our life. The other option is to get bitter. And so he says in 1 Corinthians 10:13, he says, these trials are common, but I'm not going to give you one that's above your ability to deal with it. So when you're in a trial that you're thinking, oh man, I can't believe this is happening, what God is showing you is that He knows that you have more faith than you probably think you have yourself. And the trial is revealing that you have more faith than you ever thought you had. But He also goes on to say, I will make a way through it for you. I don't know about you, but the first time when I get into a trial, I look for the detour route around it. I think that's common. We look for a way around it. But He says, no, by my grace and strength, I'm going to give you a way right through it to the other end, because the character that God wants to form in us is waiting on the other side of that trial as we go through it, not a way around it. What's interesting is the preceding verse to that. Paul reminds us that these things are happening to keep us from falling victims to pride. And it's hard to be proud when you're in the middle of a trial that you can do nothing about except trust God. Because why? It causes us to cry out to Him and tell Him, I need you. So if you're going through a difficulty, cry out to God. Tell Him you need Him, and He will make a way through it for you. You will come out the other end more like Him than you ever imagined you would be.